you should maybe look up some of the laws that are against people that like people of the same gender or are trying to transition or anything like that.
What are the
Maybe educate
laws that
yourself
are...
a little bit.
What are the laws?
I'm not discussing your US laws right now. I'm going to play a game.
I don't know. The way I see it is I just see it propagated to where it's like praised and it's a good thing. I don't see anybody condemning it. I don't see anybody
A lot of people do, though.
But are people going to jail or being like punished by the law for, like, if it's a guy trying to become a girl or something, is there a law that puts him in jail? Last time I checked is like they're allowed to use the same bathrooms as girls and they're allowed to play in women's sports.
No, they're actually trying to work on that not being a thing. Like I said, you should maybe look up some of the laws in certain areas.
Well, I just know, like, if I had a 6-year-old daughter, I would not want a fully grown man to be able to use the
But they're
same...
not... Okay, so if they see themselves as a transitioning person, they're not going to be interested in your child.
Okay, but that's like painting stripes on a cow and calling it a zebra.
Like, if it's a girl, though, and girls can attack girls, too. Guys can attack guys, too. So, I don't see what the double standard is on that, either.
I don't even know what you are talking about.
I think we're just on different opinions on what, like, what the difference between a guy and a girl is. It's like...
Yeah, but there's not just, like... It's not just like that.
Okay, but if I identify as a black person, I'm going to be called racist. I'm going to be called racist.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing, Prophet.
That's what I'm saying. There's double standards.
No, it's not double standards.
I still don't even know what we're talking about.
We're talking about guys thinking they're girls and girls thinking that they're guys.
He doesn't think that trans should be using the bathroom.
I don't think that... I think there's a difference biologically between a male and a female, and to pretend that you're one...
Okay, so if you transition and you have your parts changed, you shouldn't be able to use the assigned gender that you are picking for yourself, is what you're saying.
Well, I think it's a mental disorder, because anybody
It's not a mental disorder. It's not.
Once again, it's all subjective and it's all opinion, because you're going to have...
and we will never agree on it.
Well, people choose what they believe. And for whatever reason, they have an investment in what they believe and why they believe it. And there's always reasons why people are going to lean more towards believing one thing or another. Like, it's deeper than just... There's personal investment in it, for whatever reason.
It's thrilling, by the way.
Shit.
But I mean, when I was growing up, boys had a penis and girls had a vagina, and that was like pretty much the end of the story.
Yeah, but it's not always been like that.
Man, I heard a crazy story on YouTube the other day about this guy who got his dick cut off, and then hosted like this service where a bunch of people paid to come eat it. No one liked it. There, subject change. Let's stop talking about it. Yeah.
Well, they're like taking little kids.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And encouraging them to transform.
No, they're not. They're not.
When they're just confused kids, they don't know any better.
They're not. Okay. Who are you to say if they're confused or not, though?
Well, let's see. They're not old enough to drive a car. They're not old enough to buy cigarettes. They're not old enough to drink alcohol. They're not old enough to do all these different things. They're not old enough to have a firearm. They're not old enough to go to the military. But they're old enough to decide whether they're going to be a boy or a girl.
They're okay to look into it, though.
And they're only looking into it.
They're okay to be curious.
In most cases, they're only looking into it. It's because people are pushing it upon them. And they're saying, oh, if you're a boy and you like to play with dolls, then you might secretly be a girl, and you need to determine if you're a girl. They're pushing it on people. It's a whole movement. I mean, that's why we have, like, the whole month to celebrate it and push it down people's throats.
That's not it at all.
Well, there's even people of that community, quote unquote, who are totally against the things that are happening. I mean, people could do what they want to do. I'm not here telling anybody to not do what they want to do in life, but I'm not gonna say something is right if I don't think it is. Just because of social pressure to be like on the right side of the politics, to be accepted. Like, honestly, if you want to take it further, I just don't think kids should be really thinking about things of like the nature of sex. They're kids.
Okay, well, even before this, what happens if they're curious without seeing anything?
If they're curious, what?
Like, if maybe they're like, oh, like I like how boys' clothes look on me, but I'm a girl. You think that that's not okay?
Well, that's not sex though. That's just
but
like,
it's picking a gender-based clothes. It's like, oh, boys should only like blue,
but if
and girls should
you're
only
like,
pink.
let's say you're a little boy and you have 5 sisters and that's all you have and that's what you grew up with, and your sisters are all, you know, playing with dolls and dressing a certain way, and that's what you're growing up around, then it doesn't necessarily mean anything other than that's just what you're like exposed to.
I understand that, but I think that
Man, my brain's working so hard. I'm not even in.
I think I'm just gonna shut up.
I don't know what the hell.
I mean, when I was a kid, I had 2 sisters, and like my sisters have.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Like we made videos and we played around, and they dressed me up in girls' clothes or even put makeup on me when I was a little kid. It doesn't mean that I was ever like, you know. But if somebody came along and started telling me, well, because you like dressing up in those clothes and because you play with your sisters, like you might be this, and I'm like 7. I'm not even thinking of that. I'm thinking of like video games and playing basketball. Because there's a lot of brainwashing involved in it. And there's a fine line. There's a lot of grooming in that area.
Huh. Going back for you.
But you know, like I said, everyone has like a personal investment in things, and for me, like when I was in high school, I
honestly have no fucks to give about this whole topic. Never thought about it, nor do I care.
Well, I'm telling
to
her.
Be 100, man.
When I was
she isn't here.
Huh?
She isn't here.
She left.
Yeah.
See, you know, that's the thing. People just get so offended. They just like run away from the conversation, because if you disagree with them, then it's like you're this, you're that, you're racist, you're bigot, you're homophobe, you're transphobe, you're canceled. And all that says is that people are insecure in their beliefs. That's all it says.
In my head, I don't even know that you fucking just leave it. Leave it. Don't matter.
I'm just saying, if people can't have a conversation, they can say their opinions, but they can't hear any opinions that go against what they believe, and that is just insecurities and not being able to have their beliefs challenged.
I don't even know what you are talking about. Clearly she didn't like it, man.
Okay, but you know what? Maybe I didn't like what she was saying, but I don't run away from it, and I don't act like I'm holier than thou about it. Like, if you don't agree with me, you're wrong. That's the attitude of this generation. Like, not just that, if you don't agree with me, like, you deserve to be hanged. I don't know, it's just kind of annoying that people have this mentality.
I don't even think about it. It would hurt my head to think about it.
Well, I die now.
Oh man, I haven't been paying attention to all this game. Done anything. That's wild.
Yeah, I was on autopilot the whole time.
He was dead.
This has been every killer like the past 4 or 5 games.
Door's open. Let's try this again. Go for it. Go.
Wow, I'm surprised I got out of that.
I don't know, you should cut you off at the door.
I'm sure I didn't pip either. Oh, I did actually. I guess when I wasn't even thinking about it, I was just like on autopilot, not even thinking about anything I was doing the entire game.
Are you guys winning?
Yeah.
It depends what you call winning, you know? Sometimes when you win in one area, you lose in another. Vice versa.
I thought you guys had a full lobby. That's when I got done feeding the dogs and then jump right back in right away.
Well, one of them just jumped ship.
Wonder why?
Because I didn't agree with her.
Wait, what?
Kinda left it alone such a long time ago. I kept telling you, you just wouldn't, man.
So I'm guessing a disagreement took place and people parted ways?
Yeah.
Trolling is fucking political bullshit.
Like, what happened was like, I said what I think about something, and somebody didn't like it.
Just keep to the game.
But, you know, everyone's able to say what they think, and that's a double standard. But the second you say something that they don't like, it's like all hell breaks loose. Like, how dare you? You're an awful person because you said this or that. And I didn't like it.
Well, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I believe, and I feel the same way. But we live in this generation where it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like there's people that just think that, like, if you don't agree with their opinion, then you're an awful person.
Yeah, it turned out to be a sketchy world. Like, when you like to say something, you gotta be really careful on how you phrase things or it might blow up in your face.
I realize it doesn't matter how you phrase it. It doesn't. You could say it the nicest way possible and they still don't like it.
Like saying, Trolling, you're a good person, I respect you, and you find that offensive?
No, because it wasn't offensive.
Ah.
Are you joining us?
Why, yes I am in just a moment.
Well, he's gonna lag out before you get here.
Oh, better run upstairs then.
Should we play one without you?
Yeah, you might want to do that right now, actually.
Oh shit.
Groovy.
Man.
Well, I got 2 out of my 5 pips. 3 more to go. Look at this person's name.
I can't even see it because Microsoft censors everything.
Well, I'm not gonna say it because I find it offensive.
I'll say it because it's censored from me. I can't read it. What is it, Thorny?
You're not missing anything. Let's just say it's a simp for Wesker.
Pull up their Steam profiles. Hex Wesker's cum slut. What's so offensive? What's so offensive?
I've chosen to be offended by it. Do I need a reason?
Yeah, you do, kinda.
Well,
Just a little bit.
does my reason have to...
It doesn't need to be a good reason, but you
appease?
need a single fucking reason.
It's profane.
There you go. There's your reason.
You guys realize you look like the color of a popsicle right now, right? Because J on my phone right now is on the top is blue and Trolling on the bottom is red.
What?